apparently, all of the great sporting groups of Australia have got together and will come up with a series of guidelines for what to do with so-called racist fans. Now, here's the caveat bit, and we mean it obviously, which is obviously you shouldn't be racist at these events. Obviously, there are plenty of examples of racist vilification that's happened in the past. But remember, this is about somebody accusing you of racism. Now, we were being told that booing a particular footballer was an act of racism. Well, apparently, if you are caught, you will have to go through some sort of special re-education to be able to go anywhere near a sporting oval yet again. It will be contingent about your ability to re-enter is participation in anti-racism training. Now, Jenna, again, no one's trying to find a smart-ass way for people to yell racial epithets at football players. But what is the threshold here? Where is the re-education campaign? How does one prove it? And do they have to have the tape of you doing it or somebody pointing at you saying, I heard Jenna said insert word?
Yeah, look, I really feel sorry for Collingwood because they're probably going to lose the majority of their supporters if this actually goes ahead because they're pretty loud and they can be pretty feral at the best of times. But look, I think, again, we haven't really seen a lot of detail into what this training will entail. Will it be like Andrew Lemming's empathy training? It's all very secretive. We have no idea what it involves. And again, like, are you going to be accused of being racist or is there going to have to be hard evidence? And I just think the only people that will make money and that will learn anything out of this will be lawyers because they will definitely get involved if some people feel absolutely aggrieved that they have been called racist when really they were just booing a stupid decision by an umpire. Because I think a lot of people get very hot under the collar at sporting events, and considering a lot of these cultural issues and social issues also seem to flame a certain fans in those groups and those communities, I think it's just a recipe for disaster.
Well, of course, we know that somebody ended up being the Australian of the Year after pointing at a teenager who was apparently yelling something racist at a footballer. Again, not justifying the behaviour of the teenager. It's just we pretty much know where the threshold's going to be here, Corey. To be accused means you're guilty. To be guilty means re-education. Without the re-education, you can't re-enter the sporting oval.
Yeah, it's kind of a way of segregating society again, Paul. Firstly, I've got to take the blanket caveat. For everything we discussed tonight, right, it's all about the blanket caveat. I'm not going to condone bad behaviour. But what are we turning society into? We're gonna sort of take people out of the sporting crowd, send them off to the re-education camp so that they can learn how to cheer appropriately. This is complete overreaction by the AFL. I think it's why the AFL are kind of losing people like me. You just go, really? Do I want to be lectured about every pious event? Do I want to have, some political event showcased? I want to go to the footy, cheer on my team, tell the other team that they're no good and, they're going to miss goals. And unfortunately, in today's society, Paul, everything we say and do is labelled racist by one person or another. It doesn't matter what it is. The way you comb your hair, you're a racist. So if you turn up there in braids in your hair, you're culturally appropriating someone on the field probably, and off you go to the re-education camps. We're not communist China. I don't want to see it happen here, Paul.
Well, let alone, of course, when one is accused of being sightist for suggesting that the match officials need glasses or go to Specsavers. I mean, goodness me, imagine the re-education that'll happen in and around that. Wait, watch and see. We laugh today. It'll be the law in 2 years.
Yeah.